Hey guys, it's me, Olivia. Gonna move that. Sorry, I don't have my cat with me today. Or now, I literally just filmed another video. I also want to say that, in my other two book haul videos, I say that the words are backwards because, they're backwards for me because I'm doing it in my phone. But turns out, when I actually watch the videos, they're not backwards. I'm very sorry about that. I probably am not going to say that. I may say it still, but I'm very sorry that I've been saying it. Anyways, first book up for book haul, episode 3. I know this probably isn't going to go up till tomorrow. Not sure. Is Stormy Mistl's Flow. I guess that's how you say it. I've never read this book before in my entire life, but it seems really good and I love horses. So, next book. King of the Wind. Once again, never read this book. But it's a horse. I mean, I love horses, so of course I'm going to read a book about one. Misty of the... I don't know how to say the last word. Sorry about the glare. I hate the glare. It's driving me crazy. My phone gives me glares. And anyways, it's about horses, and I love horses. Last book about horses I have is Justin Morgan Had a Horse. Never read this book. I haven't read the majority of these books on this shelf. It's the third shelf from my ceiling. Next book is The Trumpet of the Swan. Never read this book. I'm probably going to stop saying hey, I've never read this book. I'm probably just going to keep saying if, for instance, Old Yeller. I have read this book, so I actually have 2 copies of it. Old Yeller I have read. So, for instance, Old Yeller, if I have read a book, I'll just say I've read this book. And if I didn't read it, because the majority of them I have not read it, I'll just hold it up and not say that I didn't read it. So, yeah, I read Old Yeller. Oh my god, it's amazing, but I cry. I cry in Old Yeller. I cried reading Marley. Oh my god, Marley made me cry. Sorry. Next book. Rascal, a Newbery Honor book. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Another book. Brightly of the Grand Canyon. I mean, it seems okay. I don't know. I have read this book. I have literally read this book a million times over and over again every single night. Well, maybe not every single night, but it used to be every single night. I'm getting better at it. It's a history book. Lincoln's Last Days by Bill O'Reilly. I love the author Bill O'Reilly, but this is the kid-friendly version. Yeah. In Bill O'Reilly books, they say a lot of bad words, so I can't, yeah. The next books, I actually have read these. Dork Diaries. They're not my favorite kind of series. I know some people are into it, but they're not really my favorite. But, yeah. Sorry, I have this scratch on the bottom of my nose, and it's literally killing me. And I'm trying not to itch it, but it hurts so badly. Next book. The next 3 books I don't have to explain because they're history. Blood on the Moon. I read this. It's actually not by Bill O'Reilly. I was about to say it's by Bill O'Reilly, but it's not. Next book. This is by Bill O'Reilly. This is not the kid-friendly version. Bill O'Reilly and Martin Dongard, Killing Lincoln, the shocking assassination that changed America forever. It's a sad book. Next book, I actually have read this. Life, Lincoln, and Interment Portrait. A foreword by Henry Louis Gates Jr., a narrative by Ellen C. Sorry, I don't know how to say your last name. And by the way, these things are not sponsors. And, yeah. They're not sponsors. The next few books I'm going to show you I have not read. Or the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 5. 5 in French. Anyways, I have not read these yet. I really want to. They look interesting. This one is The Silver Chair, Book 4 in the Chronicles of Narnia. I love Narnia, but I've never read this book. I've only read the first part of Narnia. All these books are the Chronicles of Narnia. Oh my god. Looks like it looks like I've got to do a lot of reading. This is book 1 in the Chronicles of Narnia. The Magician's Nephew. This is book 1. I actually really want to read it. This is not part of Narnia, but I have never read it. Call It Courage. Never heard of a book like that, yet I have it. Well, my dad works at a Chick-fil-A, and one of the people that work there were giving away a bunch of books that their children didn't want anymore. So mainly these books on this shelf, on my third shelf from my ceiling, is books that my dad got for me, because he knows I love to read. I love reading Narnia books. I love reading books about horses and ponies and all magical. I love reading books about mermaids, fairy tales. Yeah. Next books. The Chronicle of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This actually was a play at my sister's school, Mount Vernon High School. It's actually she wasn't there when they did this, but this actually looks like a very good book. Although it does not seem friendly. Next book are the next 2 books are The Chronicles of Narnia, The Last Battle, and Prince Caspian. I don't know. I have to scoot in because my phone's such like my phone is like a very, very far away from me. So yeah. This book I have not read. The Girl Who Survived, A True Story of the Holocaust. But weirdly, I have read The Diary of Anne Frank. But you know. So let me get all these books together. Okay. I have read all of these books I'm going to show you. Most Shocking Secrets of American History, 103 Surprising and Amusing Tales, Bill Copt. And it's all about Lincoln. History nerd, don't really need to explain. High School Musical 2. Oh my god. I know. I'm obsessed with High School Musical. My sister played Gabriella. In High School Musical. I'm over in high school. Oh my god. This is amazing. Like, they did High School Musical 1, but I mean, obviously, like, 2's the best one. 3, I just cried because it was the end of the whole series. Sorry. When it comes to Disney movies, anything will take me off. The Boxcar Children, number 3. I actually have all of the Boxcar series, but I actually gave some away, and the third one is one of my all-time favorites. I've only read it once, but yeah. Next one, Lincoln's Grave Robbers. It's actually a true story, and it's very cool stuff. Once again, history nerd, don't really need to explain. Any book that I hold up that's related to a president or anything history, I probably am not going to say. Once again, it's a history book. Don't really need to explain. Alright, next book. Justin the Lonely Puppy. This book made me cry. First of all, because it's about a puppy that's very lonely. It gets left by its owner, and then another owner finds it. And I love puppies. I have a puppy. Well, not. She's 10, and she's a beagle, and her name is Maisie. But I still call her a puppy, because she's my puppy. She acts like one. She's a couch potato. Next one. I Survived the Sinking of the Titanic. I actually don't think I've ever read this, now that I think of it. I've not read this. I've, like, glanced through, like, gone page by page, like, alright, this is cool, so and so on. But, truly, I don't like the I Survived books. I just don't. Next up, Barbie and the Island Princess. I don't even know what to say. I am a huge fan of Barbie, or I was. Keyword was a huge fan of Barbie. Never again. I don't like Barbie. It's just drives me crazy. Like, you think you're all perfect and you're living in this perfect world, but really, face reality. Reality is not perfect. Reality is far from perfect. No offense to anybody in reality, but I mean, like, seriously. It's far from perfect. So many bad things happen in the world, but you also gotta look on the good side. Sorry, it's my life. Next up, who was Abraham Lincoln and who was Walt Disney? Disney, Lincoln. Don't really need to explain. Told you I would stop saying that. Dang it. Next up, Abraham Lincoln, A Photographic Story of Life by Tanya Lee Stone. And it's a biography. I was about to say biography, as in like autobiography, but I stopped myself. Next book. I read this one. Cinder. It's a classic fairy tale between Cinderella and it was Cinderella and something else. Oh, Cinderella and Star Wars. It's a combination between Cinderella and Star Wars. Love Cinderella? Never seen a Star Wars movie. Next up, Book of World Records in 2012. I'm just glanced through it. I don't think I've read it before. I have definitely read this one. I read this multiple times just because it's science and I love science. Well, I don't love my science teacher, but I do love science. Caterpillars and Butterflies. That was one of my favorite books as a child. Next book, Pocket Cats by Kitty Wells. Sorry about the price tag. I never took it off. I got it at like a sale or something. This book, I don't even know what to say. I read this when I went to a summer program in 6th grade, I want to say. It's called From the Mixed Up Files of Miss Basil E. Frankenweller. I don't like it. These next books are actually a series that I like. Whatever After. First book is Whatever After Sink or Swim, which is basically The Little Mermaid. Whatever After Dream On, which is Sleeping Beauty. Whatever After Cold as Ice is either Frozen or The Snow Queen, which are two classic Disney movies. Except for Frozen. Frozen is not classic because it's based on The Snow Queen, which is a classic, so it's not. And Whatever After Beauty Queen, which I think is Snow White or Cinderella. It's not Snow White. It's not Rapunzel, or Tangled, I should say. It's not Cinderella. I don't actually know what this one is based on. Beauty Queen. Let me know in the comments what you think. Anyways, next up. Oh my god, I used to love these books so much, but now I really hate them. Junie Jones, First Grader, Boo and I Mean It. It's a Halloween book. I read it only because it's Halloween. These next books, oh my god, I have a ton of these books. I don't know. Ugh. Let me turn them around. They're fairy books. They're the Rainbow Magic fairy books. Rainbow Magic Special Edition Page and the Christmas Play Fairy. I only read these books on the holidays that they're actually supposed to be on. Destiny the Rockstar Fairy. Trixie the Halloween Fairy. I read this one on Halloween. Joy the Summer Vacation Fairy. I read this in the summertime. Nia the Night Owl Fairy. Sometimes I read this in the nighttime. Not 100% sure. Don't remember. Allie the Dolphin Fairy. I don't really read that. Stephanie the Starfish Fairy. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. I'm not good at names. Next up, mermaids. The Search for Delicious and This Kingdom One Word Can Start a War. I have never read this one. I really need to stop saying that. I'm so sorry. And the finale for this book, Girl's Best Friend. This is an amazing book. I love it so much. And it's got a little pug. I love pugs. Or assuming that's a pug. I don't know, but it's got a dog, and I love dogs. So anyways, sorry about that. That's all my books. So I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! See you all next time.